And next, I would like to invite Animesh sir for their speak.
I'm going to present a talk related to Indian knowledge and ancient human intelligence. So first we'll start with ancient human intelligence, and then we'll look about how this ancient human intelligence has been expanded to the Indian knowledge. So I'm Dr. Animesh Chaturvedi. I'm currently working as assistant professor at IIIT Harvard. I was selected as 200 young researcher at Heidelberg Laureate Forum. I did postdoc from King's College London and the Alan Turing Institute. I did my PhD from IIT Indore and MTech from IIIT Jabalpur. So quickly we'll move to the what is I mean by ancient human intelligence. It's about how ancient human neural network was being trained. So it's very far away when there was Vedas was being written, and these Vedas has created multi-layer intelligence in our language, that is Sanskrit. So this Sanskrit has root words which are very related to how human intelligence has been developed. For example, Yama means right living entity or doing ethical things. Then dhi means diligent, how you could able to understand something, what is your opinion and understanding and intellect. Then dhriti, determination, perseverance and patience to do some work. Then smriti, that is remembered knowledge. And shruti means which is a heard knowledge, means which is once been listened earlier and we are communicating it further. Then vacha means related to speech. So all these things were now being worked under artificial intelligence things. So thereafter, this most common thing which is like training a machine, how to train a machine. Similarly, you have trained human intelligence with the help of Satchit Anand. What is Satchit Anand? In English, it means true, conscious, and bliss. So it basically makes you aware and experience what is ultimate reality of this universe or world, which is known as Brahma. Means it has been depicted in the Vedantas and Vedas that Brahma is certain universe and surrounding which is being we need to realize. Then it is perspective that how the existence, consciousness and bliss been there, how you speak truth, all these things related to things have created ancient human intelligence. In Sanskrit, satya is basically related to being existent, real, actual fact, truth, and that is actually something related to AI, which is ground truth, that is true positive and true negative. Then chit is basically consciousness, means how to model a machine learning algorithm, how to create an intelligence in that algorithm, that is AI analogous to intelligence. And Anand is basically related to happiness, whether your classification is successful or not successful, whether it's happy or not, means your algorithm has correctly answered the queries or not. And that's how Vedanta's philosophy were there, that is related to finding results and objective, Anand. Then there are three different classifications being created for training a human for a better perspective. There are three levels of consciousness being declared, like Bhagwana, God, Lord, in different, there are different names, Bhagwan, God, Lord. Sadhak means devotee of God, how you worship a God, and there's Atma, that is soul or spirit. Then there's three level of classification, that is where you'll reach. If you do something good, you'll reach to Swarg, that is heaven or abode of light would be there if you do good things and there was a good result for your work. Then there's a Bhulok. If you do regular duties and all these things, borderline activities, then you will stay in the on the earth. Then there's Nark, which is hell. If you do wrong things, if you do incorrect things, then karma will lead you to uh, Yamloka, that is Nark, hell. Then divine part of human learning has been trained with the help of dharma, that is righteous activity, doing things correctly, that is goal of the environment, which is also been there in AI. So there was a kriya, that is action or act upon something, that was being defined in AI. And there's karma, that is consequent or result or effect of activity, that is classification, or there's a performance and results was being generated through it. Then next, this is how consciousness and intellect Brahma is being developed. These neural networks has been developed for conscious level. That this Satyam was being there means truth, and Ritam means how to act upon something and do some activity, which was being mentioned in Rig Veda and Atharveda. This Satyam, which is analogous to true positive and true negative in the modern world AI. Rhythm is basically law of governing some action or leading to the truth. Then rhythm, what are the example of rhythm? One of the famous example of rhythm was being mentioned in Vasasika Sutra, which is written documented 500 BC. Then when there's conjuncture of hand and an object, if there's a no conjunction, then the object will fall down, which is been attributed later for the Sir Isaac Newton in 16th century. When apple will fall down, that is from the tree, that is Satyam, and experiencing that fall down is also Satyam. And then conjunction to stay connected is basically a rhythm, that is inertia. And falling down is also related to some gravity, and that is also a rhythm of this universe. Then darshan shastra was there, that actually tells you to view the law and truth of this universe, that how to experience this cosmic world, that is how it has been created, interacted or destroyed. Then this at the micro level, and from zero to infinity, these all rhythms, most of them are being mentioned in Vedas. Then there are different type of theories were there, theorems, postulate or hypothesis were there. Like there are various challenge, refute and acceptance of the theories over time, that could not be uh, un- dual, means that is non-dual, that is Advait. And there are also Vitarvad theory, that is postulate. There's a assumption and there is a antecedent and there will be a consequent. Then there's a Vitarvad, that is alternation and modification and of the particular objective or a theory. Then there's a theory of Satkarvad, that is effect is pre-existent in the cause. So there's a effect which is obviously been there in the theory. And then Parinamvad was there for the transformation, about how the things will happen to Brahma, that is universe. Then there's a Siddhant which was there since starting. Siddh means there's perfection or established indisputable result, and Ant means it is not, it is the end and nothing more beyond it, means the algorithm which is acceptable, widely acceptable, and it has become a law, so that can't be refuted or challenged in past, present or future. That type of thing is said to be siddhant, which is in modern world it is said to be algorithm. So there was a Siddhant related to Triyodasha. That is, Ayurveda says that there is Vad, Pitta, and Kapha, which is related to three doshas of living entity. So that is a beauty of Ayurveda, that it has defined the algorithm or Siddhanta much earlier. So there are different type of Siddhanta in the conjunctions was there in the ancient time. Then there's darshana, that how rhythm was there, how truth was being there. So, for example, training a human neural network to how to construct a pot. So there was algorithm which was related to in the Chand Chandopanishad that actually tells how to clay can be transformed into a pot. So that type of theories and algorithms was there, which has made human to think artistically and create some engineering output. So that was there around 5,000 years back, or and these type of theories was there. Then there was a phonetics which was being developed 5,000 years, which was related to Krish and Hari, Hara. That has still been existing. That Parth became by joining IAN, which has been taken from uh, some other community, that Parthian, like similar to IITN or triple ITN. Mat means to dwell or to think. That is somewhere related to mathematics. That path means recitation or keep on studying that thing. Path is also mean related to road, or this Parthian Empire, for example, there was in the uh, in the west of India, that is related to Hari, that is related to Parth, and it's been there in 94 before Christ, that is 94 BC, 128 to 91 BC was there. There and even before that, if you see, there was ancient Sanskrit grammarian who is known well known Panini, on which whose work is been still being under study, and that had created language, speech, and modern world. This phonetics that it was even before pre Buddha's period, that is Siddhartha Gautam, who born in 564 BC in Lumbini, Sanskritic, which is now in Nepal. And this Sanskrit grammarian mentioned hymns, that is recitation of words, word, 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 word two, word three, word four, like that. So that have different formations which lead to the modern world language that we used to speak. Prakritic language like Hindi and other language that exist with the formation of Sanskrit, and then it resulted into different languages like Persian and other modern day language. Like, so this earlier it was like Samita Path, like continuous recitation of word. Then Padapath, that is conscious pause after every word, like grammatical code was being introduced. And then karma patha, that is words are paired successively, means that sequence have to be logical. Then karma patha, that is free from each word, that how euphonic combination could be there, like you can do some continuous flow of speaking, and other patha like recitation of text, means text and oral information was being communicated, transmitted, that type of information. So apart from all these things, our Vedas had also told about universal age. In the modern world, Big Bang theory was being accepted as the expansion of this universe. In It is assumed that 13.7 billion years ago that expansion was being started. But the new observation tells that the universe should be more older than this duration. So cosmologists believe that this Big Bang theory was not 100% correct. There was still modern science need exact way of formation of universe. But the Vedic science has explained that total age of universe is 311 trillion years approximately. So the age is around current age, means total age of this universe should have to be 311 trillion year, and current age what we are living at the present, it has already passed 155 trillion years. So our universe is 155 trillion years old according to Vedic science. So there was Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kali Yuga. There is a time which was being mentioned, based upon which the time of Brahma and then time of the a whole 100 years of Brahma has been calculated. So you'll go and see there's enough calculation, and different literatures was there. Then in the 11th century itself, there was clear information has been given that there's a possible of human robot that could do handshake, namaste, and give betel leaf, betel nut, play veena, and second water. So there's different type of AI robotics thought was there since 11th century in Bharatvarsha, that is India. So this in the 11th century itself, which was being clearly written, hand equipped with sword, this whatever available automatically. So to catch the thief and uh, caught the thief, there could be a robot could be there, automated robot could be built. Means we don't know whether they existed or not, but this was a possible that they can make a very basic type of humanoid type of structure. So that was been there in 11th century. Then we'll come to the current era where Indian researchers are there. So outside the India, this you know about Professor Raj Reddy, which was who was the first person from Asian origin to won the Turing Award in 1994. E- And Turing Award is equivalent to Nobel Prize in Computer Science. So he was a Indo-American computer scientist. He born and brought up at Chittoor, which was earlier in Madras province during British time. Now it is in the Andhra Pradesh, and he's currently 86 years old. And he is one of the well-known pioneer of artificial intelligence, and he served Stanford and Carnegie Mellon over 50 years. Then coming to the next pioneer of India who had invented a priori algorithm. You know about association rule mining. I'm not going to give the detail, but you have heard about if you purchase bread, butter, jam, then you most going to purchase milk as well, because these all things are related to what? Breakfast. Now, this same concept being used by Google, Facebook, or any advertisement based company or website, they actually target the customer based upon the previous purchasing. So this theory was being derived by well-known scientist, Indo-American scientist, that is Rakesh Agarwal and Ramakrishna Srikant. They defined support in 1993. They defined support that if someone purchases X, then most probably it is going to purchase Y also. So they have defined it with the help of conditional probability, that is confidence. So they put a minimum threshold. From that point onward, they discovered, AI discovered that there should be threshold. If above that threshold, we can have a good quality of result. That is, at that time, they have generated rules like bread, butter is being purchased, then most probably customer is going to purchase milk. For example, if you listen some song related to Arjit Singh or Kumar Sanu, most probably you are going to listen the song of Alka Yagnik or Sunidhi. So why? Because they were the co-singers of these singers. So that type of prediction could be done, right? So this type of invention was being done by Indians outside India. So there's Pranav Mistry, that he had invented sixth sense device, which is well known nowadays. It was being started by Steve Mann in 1994. Uh, which is having head worn gesture, and then it becomes neck worn gesture. Then Pranav Mistry came and he made software and hardware more sophisticated and made a head worn and neck worn version of the same device. So you can go to YouTube and see about what is six sense device. Now this six sense device is now also commercially available. Then this coming to the most recent history, you know about ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has a close relationship with the Indian scientist, that is Ashish Vasani, who is a research scientist at Google Brain team in US. So there's he was there in USC. He was graduate of USC in America, US. So he was a lead author of Attention is All You Need. So Attention is the All You Need is the title of the paper, which has invented or introduced transformer model in 2017. So this transformer architecture had revolutionized the natural language processing. That transformer architecture is being advanced version of recurrent neural network and attention neural network. Thereafter, in 2018, there comes GPT, which has a benchmark for the NLP. Then OpenAI keep on making different versions or different uh, GPT models, and that Chat GPT keep on improving the uh, OpenAI keep on improving their GPT models. Chat GPT has T related to transformers. It's generative pre-trained transformer. So the transformer which was there in the Chat GPT is basically related to the work which was being proposed by the lead author, that is Ashish Vasani, and it's almost 90,000 plus citation for his paper related to Attention is All You Need, in which was just published 6 years 7 years back in 2017. So in 6 7 years he got 90,000 citation plus in single paper. Then there comes Chat GPT and all. So there's a thing that I want to tell. It's related to brain drain. These intelligent and very sophisticated and very high top-notch research was being done outside India, not in India. So there was a issue related to brain drain. That is loss of text. They have studied first from here. They have could be a potential entrepreneur like probably Ashish is running a entrepreneurship company. There's a loss of such highly skilled workers or scientists or any engineer. So there's a many issues related to brain drain that you we all know. There's solution like to build high quality institutes or college university. We have to be very best options for we have to provide best options for students to do higher education. There's good quality of education and infrastructure and competitive pay needed for professionals, and good professional opportunities are required. There's a public private partnership. So you see most of the developed country university which are at the top ranking, they are belonging to the model of public private partnership, that is PPP university. They do not depends on the funds being given by any government organization. So they develop their own revenues and make their own competency ratio. Then there's a high need of meritocracy. Then there's a other solutions also there. So this does not mean that Brendan, we do not have done much, but here in India also we have done several research, hundreds of research. Out of them, I'll show one research which has changed the revolutionized the world, right? That is primes in P, which is a very popular and famous research of IIT Kanpur, and it was being known as AKS primality test. That is Agrawal, Kayal, and Saxena. This research was completely done within India by Indians who have studied solely from India. So there's a famous research, and that authors have got world-class prize of Golden Prize, Fulson Prize. What is AKS primality test? It is basically unconditional deterministic polynomial time algorithm that determines whether an input number is prime or composite. Do you know what does it mean? It means they have created a deterministic polynomial time algorithm. Earlier to 2006, people used to believe that it is non-deterministically polynomial to find a number is prime or not. Got it? They have created deterministic and polynomial time means there is algorithm to find out whether a number is prime or composite. So this algorithm could be like there's a key idea of finding this whether a number is prime or not. So they have proposed an equation related to x plus a to the power n minus x to the power n plus a. They want to find out the coefficient of xi. If all the coefficients are multiple of n, means all the coefficients are multiple of n, then n is a prime. Otherwise, it is said to be composite. They had replaced a with -1, so x minus 1 to the power n. So this a is just been simply replaced by n. So there is clear connection between this and this. So this equation is being transformed like this. Then they have proposed this same thing as a algorithm. So the same thing which was written over here is actually written over here. Then what does it mean? So it means that this equation is nothing but related to this. Do you know what is this? This is Pascal's triangle. So this is related to the coefficient of this internal elements of this Pascal triangle. So these all are related to internal elements of Pascal triangle. These all are internal elements. So you can see what is the x to the power n. X to the power n means x to the power 0, it's 1. X to the power 1 is again 1. X to the power, this all the coefficient xi is like 1, -2 and +1. This x -3 +3 -4 +6 -4 -5 +10 -10. So this is what coefficient they were talking about. Internal coefficients of the Pascal triangle. So what is Pascal triangle? We have to come to make the talk relevant. This was being invented by Pingla, which was there in 2nd century before Christ era, and he have written Hal Yuddha construction, which says that Pascal triangle was nothing but a Meru Prasthara. So Meru Prasthara is related to 300 sutras which was being mentioned by Pingla, a great ancient Indian mathematician. So it is not just two-dimensional pyramid-like structure, it is related to three-dimensional. So there is a three-dimensional thing which was being defined, that is said as Meru Prasthara. And this single dimension was Pascal triangle, which is subset of this Meru Prasthara, and it was being pyramid spreading. Meru means pyramid, Prasthara means spreading. So it means pyramid spreading. So it is basically two-dimensional or Pascal triangle is just a two-dimensional structure, but in actual Meru Prasthara is n-dimensional structure. So you can see the beauty of how ancient Indian scientist was there who invented such great thing, Pascal's triangle. So coming back to the same, finding out the whether a number is prime. Suppose a number is given as 2, then find whether 2 is multiple of this internal. Yes, it is multiple, so it is prime number. We say it is prime. So 3, is it 3 multiple of 3? Yes, 3 is multiple of 3, it is prime. Now coming to this row, it is 4, 6, 4. Is it multiple of 4? No, this 6 is not. So it means that 4 is not a prime. Then coming to this p is equals to 5 in this. Got it? P is equals to 5 in this. Is it multiple of 5? Yes. Is it multiple of 5? Yes. It is multiple of 5? Yes. Is it multiple of 5? Yes. So yes, P5 is also multiple of 5, and that is prime. Coming to this row 6, multiple of 6. Yes. 15 multiple of 6? No. So it is not, 6 is not a prime. And keep on doing this. 7 is also all these things. If you find 7, 21, 35, 35, 21, 7, it's all multiple of 7. If you see 8, 28 is not a multiple of 8. 70 is also not a multiple of 8. So 8 is not a prime. Got it? This is how you discover. Again, coming to the 11, 65, 165, 330, 462. These all are multiple of 11. and 11 is a prime number. Got it? So till 13, 17, this all these things are being given. So this type of thing was related to Meru Prasthara, which was there. And this theory was there by Pingla. And there's coming to the modern world, I hope this has been clear how to find out the so writing these algorithms for finding out this Pascal triangle, you have already written Pascal triangle algorithm. So it's easy to write these algorithm and find out whether a number is prime or composite. So coming to the point, this there was a laureate forum meetings was there like Pingla interaction in computing, which is about to happen in 2024. There will be laureates and 50 young researchers which would be invited. Similarly, there's a Heidelberg laureate forum which happens in Germany. There's 200 young researchers used to be selected, and there's mathematics and computer science award winners used to be there, like ACM award winner, ACM Turing award winner, field medalist, and so on. Similarly, they are based upon Lindau Nobel laureate forum, that is related to young scientists and Nobel laureate winners. So I was lucky enough to be the part of 200 young researcher which was being selected by Heidelberg Laureate Forum in 2019. Then they have also invited me for 2022 2020 for the Heidelberg HLF alumni. As a HLF alumni, I have visited and attended talks of various laureates like Professor John Hopcroft or Martin Hellman, and this is all thanks because of Heidelberg Laureate Forum. So this is Pingla interaction in computing is basically a national level event which we were starting in the country so that there will be a good interaction between laureates and young researchers. So coming to the research topic that I have done, I'll summarize with the research that I have done related to system evolution analytics based upon data science. So I have first proposed what is state series. So state series is related to software version series, or it could be related to document versions. And to do these type of pre-processing of such system, it needs system domain expert. You need to be expert in natural language to process text related data. You need to be expert in uh, computer vision to process computer vision images like data. So we can create a state series with SS, S1, S2 up to Sn. And these could be represented as evolving system, that is G1, G2 up to Gn. So this at various time point T1, T2 up to Tn. So this can be represented like state 1 can be represented with graph 1 at time point 2, and state 2 can be represented with graph 2 at time point T2, and so on. So I have studied various type of evolving system like Hadoop, SDFS 15 version, Bible translation, multi-sports event, market basket, positive sentiment, and negative sentiment. That has led to the creation of call graph, which resulted into software evolution analytics. Then word network, purchase network, sentiment network for natural language analytics, market analytics, and movie evolution analytics. So this software evolution analytics, these are the three type of results, like rules I have generated, like subgraph patterns I have generated, then complexity of 15 version aggregatedly for Hadoop I have studied. Then there's prediction of future version, that how the future version look like, which was not been used for training in the deep learning. So that deep learning can predict about future version. So this type of result I have uh, identified. So this stable rule generation with the help of proposed concept of minimum stability. Then network evolution subgraph like graphlet and motifs been invented. Then changeability and matrix theory has been proposed. System state complexity, complexity of a single state. Then evolving system complexity for a whole state series. What should be the complexity? Then if there is a system which evolves over the time, like an organization or a country which evolves over the time, or a human being, so how does its neural network look like? That how this system neural network look like. So I have introduced or published this system neural network. This actually with the help of studying system structure and system evolution, and that did network reconstruction and system evolution recommendation. So this is just a demo for one result related to Hadoop HDFS. These all are the training parameters and all the details. You so these type of results are being invented. Then there's applied data science research I have done that is related to something analytics of cloud services. I invented and published web service slicing. How to there's Facebook services, Google services, how to slice them. So that is being published and making subset of them. Then service evolution analytics. Then evolution of web services like Eucalyptus, Amazon Web Service. How this evolution happens for those web services. Then for the hate speech analysis, I have published work like how much a particular hate word is been contributing towards a hate speech. Means a word, how much is the weightage of that hate in that word towards that hate speech. So that is percentage contribution of that hate term towards the hate speech. How I calculated with the help of offensiveness parameter, which was being proposed as a numerical value with the formula. Then I have set a minimum offensiveness. If a word has crossed a limit of minimum offense, then it is said to be hate term, severe hate term. So that has created severe hate term list, and with the help of that, I have find out stable hate rules to discover co-occurring hate terms, and stable rules and transitivity and lattice was being constructed. Then I have also studied the whole 200 plus years of publication titles. So whatever been published uh, as a research work of publicly scholarly data, which was being fetched out by the Microsoft Academic Graph, which is similar to Google Scholar. And I have studied that big data with the help of concept construction. Like, for example, this agriculture field has one of the most frequently worked concept, that is element trace, crop effect, growth, seed, germination. So this was being frequently worked, and there are 1,000 plus such frequently worked scholarly concept in the 20 decades, means 200 years. So coming to the results for the web service slicing work, this is the evolution that was being done from June 2006 to December 2016 for Eucalyptus and Amazon. So this was the parameter per operation, lines per web service descriptive language, WSDL. So then this top 9 evolving fields in 18th century, which was there from 18th century to in 1800 to 1900. So this is how it has been evolved: mathematics, human literature, engineering, life sciences, physics, chemical, social sciences, health, and business. So this is how trend was there. It was being led by mathematics. So mathematics was at the top in the 18th century. Then this is the hate speech analysis. For example, there are many hate word and hate speech related to different type of concept. One of the concept could be like European race white. So this is most targeted hate speech, hate concept, means people used to target this Europe white race most frequently. Similarly, there are hundreds of such concepts that I have discovered, which was being targeted. So these type of who people are being targeted. So by studying Twitter, I got this type of result. So this web service slicing work is being this WSDL work, web service change classifier. Then we have discussed about minimum offensiveness to generate severe hate term list, and hate rules work with the co-occurring hate terms. Then these concepts like neuroscience have neuroserver central system, which was being most frequently worked as a scholarly concept. So these all work and all these things led me to do publications. Uh, Top seven titles means best seven title, or you can say good publication, topmost that I favorite ones would be like this. So it was me. There are multiple six IEEE systems or IEEE transactions that I have published, like IEEE transaction on service computing, transaction on engineering management, IEEE transaction on AI, IEEE transaction on emerging topics in computational intelligence. So the topics related to that is like web service slicing, service evolution analytics, system neural network, how the neural network of a system look like, then minimum stability, then system network complexity. Then I have also published in various uh, conferences like IEEE CloudCom, ICDM data mining workshop, then System and Cybernetic SMC, which is legendary old conference, which is above 50 years. Then Data Science and Advanced Analytics, which is a leading community in data science field, and Big Data, IEEE Big Data Conference, and Automated Software Engineering Conference, which is a very competitive conference. So like minimum offense I have published, then call graph evolution analytics. So with this, I would like to thank. Uh, if there's any question, please, I would like to answer them. Thanks.
Dr. Ramesh, that's a wonderful talk. It's very complex for a newbie like me. So where can we have such kind of an indic foundations that can lay the foundations for advancing the computer science and AI? So which texts or books from the Indic knowledge would you suggest?
So, like I was reading about this Vedic cosmology, which was being written by ISC graduate. Uh, like uh, so you'll find it in Amazon. So in Amazon, they are very the prices were very less, around 200 or something. Like Bhagavatam cosmology or Vedic mathematics or astronomy. So these type of books could be there. I was reading too many books related to that because these led to create the inventions, right? This Vedic mathematics, Vedic cosmology, and Vedic mathematics. So you can say these six IEEE transaction what I have published, or 14 or 20, this 10 plus conferences, premier conferences, all related to that ancient knowledge that I have converted uh, to the modern science, like evolution, like this change. So first I have read the ancient scripts which was there. Then I have converted this into the how modern world will look like with this. So it's
Okay.
good. You can search on Amazon. You'll get the books from Amazon of Vedic related scriptures.
Okay. Do we need any background in Sanskrit or Devanagari or the English transcript?
So they have actually given everything in English and relation to them, that how shlokas was been written. Like if someone knows about this Pingla Meru Prastara very well, so they could able to invent this type of theory like primes in P. If they could able to understand that these 300 sutras which was being given by Pingla, and even this you can say Pythagoras theorem was been there since ancient time, since like 5,000 years back. So people have written it in the Sanskrit form. So these
Mhm.
things have been available now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your talk.